I come from a Maasai village in Tanzania called Orkeswa. Sometimes, when a woman is pregnant in my community, men will come and offer to marry the child if it is a girl. So, when the child is born, it may already be engaged. Although this is not the case for many families, early marriage is simply the way of life in my community. Girls rarely have a say of when or to whom they are married to. In 2014, a group of students at Orkeswa Secondary School decided they wanted to change this. Yet, they knew that they would be considered disrespectful if they speak up as young people, saying that they disagree with a part of culture. If you speak up in my community, you can be punished and beaten by the elders. Therefore, these students decided that they wanted to find a new way to communicate their ideas and thoughts, even though they are traditionally not allowed. These students decided to make a short film called Blackhead Cow, which speaks about a young Maasai girl who wants to go to school, but her father wants her to get married. Even though her mother supports her, women in my community have no decision once the father decides. Even though it is a common practice, the topic of early marriage is not openly spoken about in my community. In the film, the husband-to-be says he is looking for a black-haired cow instead of openly saying that he is looking for a young bride. These students decided to make black-haired cow to be like a curtain. The film is shown first, and then after, young people can come from behind the curtain to open up discussion about realities which exist in our community. These students connected this to the community through casting and through the way the film was made. It was important for the parts of the film to be authentic because we were making something real, not something of the imagination. If early marriage is arranged in a boma or traditional house, it should be shown in the boma in the film. I believe that a lot of things which people do not want to talk about, which means that they hide, are the things which should be taken and shown to everyone around the world. Because if these practices continue, it means girls can't reach out their dreams. They wanted to use local actors because these are the people who understand the culture well and they know impact of it. Therefore, I was a Form 1 student who was selected to be the lead actress in this film. I was so worried the first time I was selected to be the actress. I was thinking of how will these people in my community perceive me? Will they see me that I'm betraying culture because I'm educated? How come a Maasai girl is able to go and speak about cultural beliefs which has existed over 100 years? But I believed that this is what I need to be doing with my education. These students made the blackhead cow, and they decided to leave it open, the ending to be open, so that they can tell many other possible stories rather than only deciding on one story, because a lot of people have different opinions and things to say about early marriage. The first place we shown the film was at the home of a staff member, Mzee, who grew up in Orkeswa village and whose father was a founding member of our school. In the screen, he played the role of a man who wanted to marry my character, which means that he was on the screen as the figure of those who had the same beliefs who attended the screening. At the beginning, we were so worried to show what we made. So we had the boys begin to tell the elders what was going to happen. Then after that is when now girls spoke up. As I was watching with them, one of the lines came back to my mind. But what about school? It was the moment in the film that I tried to argue back to my father. I am a Maasai girl. How can I respond back to my father? Despite of even if I have the right, but I'm not allowed. I thought that this is the end of my life. How come I argued back? But I asked myself a question like, what? Yes, this is what I need to be doing with my education. I thought of my school. How about it, which is providing me with an education with other girls? After we showed the film to the elders, the girls led the discussion by asking the elders to put themselves in the shoes of the actor, Naserian. Just imagine, this was you. What could you do? Where could you go? What could you do if you couldn't pursue with your education? How if this was your daughter? Where will you go? The reaction of the elders were very surprising because they started to perceive Orchestra School as a place which is not only providing education to students, but also giving them chances to speak about different things, realities which exist in their culture. They also gave out some answers like why they came to accept early marriage as a way of life. They say that many girls are taken to school and then when they come back, they are disrespectful because they are educated. Or sometimes if you take them, they come back while they are pregnant and that becomes a waste of money. Also, they say that some of the people are practicing early marriage just because has existed over 100 years. Then why do you need to change just from the force of the outsiders who are forcing you to change? They said also they were doing this because they want money or to be seen important in the community. I believe that the only way you can bring changes is through creating empathy within yourself and within others as well. Because you can use a different way without creating empathy within yourself, and people can start being aggressive to you. We use the black-haired cow as student voices through storytelling, that we are not criticizing that culture is bad, but we want to preserve culture, but at the same time we preserve people's right. I believe that you can change by using empathy within yourself and within others, that you can protect both sides, culture and people. Thank you.